Welcome to 20SomethingsTV, a show for 20-somethings by 20-somethings. I'm your host tonight, Abby, and I'm joined here tonight with the fabulous Dean, the remarkable Kevin, and Scott. Thanks for joining me tonight. How are we feeling?
Good, good.
Good. Okay, well tonight we're going to be talking about the new hit show everyone's talking about, Temptation Island.
Gotcha.
And then we're going to go over to the new contract that SpaceX just signed. And then we're going to talk about the cast they just announced for the new Beatles biopic. So, let's jump right in. On March 12th, Netflix released a new reality TV show. So, let's take a look at that trailer and see what it's all about.
Yeah.
Get the vibes.
I have no idea what it's about.
Okay, couples, are you ready to put your relationships to the ultimate test?
Ready.
I walk, you talk, you want everything I want.
Standing in front of you are 24 eligible singles. They are on this island for one reason, to tempt you.
I really have to live with all these guys.
There might be some trouble in the house, a little trouble in paradise.
I feel bad for the boyfriends.
Oh my god.
So, what's everyone's first
Holy-
impressions of the show?
I wonder.
Would you go on it? Do you think like it's too much? Like what?
I don't have a 12-pack, so
Okay.
I don't think I'd be accepted onto this show.
You might.
No, I don't.
Netflix just loves now like the softcore porn thing.
Yeah.
It's like I think every single dating show now they just have less and less clothes and they're just
Yes.
like.
This show did take it to the most extreme I've ever seen.
And can I be stupid? They not hot. If they were 12 Mads Mikkelsens,
I'm not gonna
I'm
lie.
there.
There were two 22-year-olds on that show, Logan and Danny.
I'm so judgmental of 20-year-olds now. What the hell are you doing on this show? Go to college.
Well, it is weird because they were talking to like a 27-year-old woman, and they were like, "Yeah, she's a cougar. Like she wants these young boys."
27-year-old being a cougar.
Yeah. Well, they're 22. Think about it. They like just graduated college.
Oh my god. If they went, they didn't go.
Probably not.
They didn't go.
So, just to be clear,
Okay, yeah. Ask the question. I've watched the entire show. So
Okay.
what questions do you have?
Oh my gosh.
Yes, I watched the entire show.
so
I
if you
binged
go
it.
on this show,
Okay.
you're going to watch your partner have sex with somebody else.
So like
Is it yes or no question?
yeah.
Yes.
Live,
Okay.
on a screen.
Yes.
Not live.
Not live?
So basically, what will happen
They pull
is
up the
they'll do like a few days.
VOD review?
They separate they separate the men and women. So the women go and live with the 12 single men. The men go and live with 12 single women. And so then it'd be like 3 days, and like they get freaky in those 3 days. And then they have
Then
these
they
things
show-
called a bonfire, and they go and there's a
Cockfire?
TV, a cockfire,
Okay.
and they go and they watch.
Oh my
what
god.
conspires.
I feel like this is one of those things that like is like, you know, like, oh, science could get advanced if we did all these unethical like experiments. I feel like they ran out of ideas, and it's like, what's the most unethical like thing we can do to like
Yeah.
people? And see
It was
what's
between
going
this and like traumatize
Yeah.
them with like a
Yeah.
bell and a white
Stanford
ball.
prison
man
experiment.
Had a
No, for
threes-
real.
It's close
One man had a
enough.
threesome in a bathroom with 2 single women.
In a bathroom.
In a bathroom, yes.
Batman could not make me go there.
Yeah.
Batman himself could not make me go
Yeah.
there.
And
Genuinely.
then another guy was gonna leave with this girl Kay, and we found out later, like post show, they didn't work because she's an OnlyFans model.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
where they draw the
That's
line.
the problem.
Yeah,
Because I
that's-
don't support that lifestyle.
Because if you're
Oh,
shaking your
yeah.
ass for Netflix,
Yeah.
you know, that's a
Yeah.
paycheck.
Does
but
he know that?
OnlyFans-
Does he know that his girlfriend had sex with somebody else?
I don't think he knows that there are clips in that show where you can hear him and the girl he was hooking up with moaning. You can hear
my
the.
God.
Ripping
And
body
you
shots
can
off a
hear
19
the
What is
girl
what,
in the-
what is that?
What is what?
Why did you start clapping?
Yeah, what is that? What is that?
What does that? What does
What-
that mean?
What is that?
That's just what you heard.
That's
like,
when they like applaud
Yeah, but
after a really
You heard
good,
people
like,
clapping?
They're-
Yeah, I
why-
heard people
Why were they
clapping.
clapping?
Like applauding what?
I don't know, like.
Maybe a tiny theater in the bathtub.
The Masters just happened.
Yeah, was it like golf? Was it like golf?
Was it like this?
Yeah, it was
or
like
was it
a
like?
golf clap.
It was like a little golf.
no, it was
clap.
actually poetry, more like a.
Yeah, like a.
Was it a cut clap?
Yeah, were there people watching? Were there people in like chairs in the corner watching?
I mean, you could definitely hear it. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know how close you can get.
The
Yeah, you know a lot about
acoustics.
that, don't you?
All right, guys. I know this conversation is tempting to continue,
No.
but we're gonna switch over to our next topic.
All right, dude.
No, golf.
Never say that to me.
Golf.
Never say that again.
Golf.
We're going to switch over to our next topic, which is SpaceX and Space Force and the little contract they just signed. So let's take a look at how unsuccessful SpaceX has been in 2025, and then I'll talk a little bit about this little contract they just signed.
Things began to go wrong on February 1st when a Falcon 9 rocket carrying Starlink satellites ran into a serious problem. A leak in the rocket's second stage caused it to lose control after completing the mission. Pieces of debris even caused property damage in Poland. That incident raised safety concerns and triggered an investigation. Then, in early March, another Falcon 9 rocket launched 21 more Starlink satellites successfully. But during the landing phase, a fuel leak caused a fire on the drone ship.
So I just want to premise the contract that SpaceX was just given SpaceX was just given the contract with Space Force. Space Force just gave them $5.8 billion.
That's it?
That's it. That's all.
And build a spaceship for $5 billion.
Yeah.
I'd like to
They
see-
said it reflects
free
the
healthcare.
company's progress in the
Yeah.
launch market because launching spaceships have now become a market. And Space Force sees this as a milestone in approaching their vision to ensure more competition in the launch market. So what do we think about seeing the you look so bored, Kevin.
Sorry. No,
I
I'm
have
not
a-
bored.
I-
I'm just saying,
I-
like, we can't pay teachers.
Yeah.
We can't have healthcare, but we
That's
can
crazy.
launch 70 billion rockets
Yeah.
that just blow up.
Well, this
That's crazy.
Like,
we need to remember this is Elon Musk's company.
I know.
So like, do we think like it's because we just watched a video of seeing all the failures they've had this past 2025, and they still got rewarded this.
The best part is he's not a scientist.
No.
He's
He works
not.
for his
He's
company.
not.
You know what's crazy, though?
Scientist.
What's crazy, Scott?
That Katy Perry went to space,
She did.
and she came back alive. So obviously,
She didn't go with Elon Musk. Did she? Who did she go with? She went with
I
Jeff
don't-
Bezos. I'm pretty sure.
Jeff Bezos.
Yeah.
Jeff Bezos.
Blue Origin.
They got Amazon.
Origin Blue, which I'm pretty sure was a company basically
Amazon
with
Space.
with these contracts, they were gonna give them to like 3, and I'm pretty sure Origin Blue was one of the companies like competing to get this amount of money, and I think they just got less. Blue Origin is the company that she went up with.
But their spaceship didn't crash into a billion pieces.
It didn't, and people didn't watch it happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
'cause
like
she was
Elon
able to
Musk's spaceship crashed into a
Do you think she
trillion.
went with
I think he's
sharks?
landed one rocket.
Dress up, people dress up as sharks?
Oh my God, that's
No,
so.
probably not. She went up there with the backpack kid.
No shot.
No way.
Yeah, remember the backpack kid? In the,
You're making up. You're making.
You're making that up. You're
well, you
lying.
made a joke about the shark, so I made a joke about the backpack
But
kid.
you said it like you were dead serious.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll the clip.
There's already a clip
There is no
rolled.
clip. There is
There's
no
no, the clip's over. You just
Yo,
didn't
watching
watch
ourselves
it.
on that
over.
TV is kind of like we're cucking ourselves. That's something back with the other segment.
Oh,
but
he just said we have to move on now
What a
after the
callback,
comment you
bro.
just
Oh,
made.
sorry.
Lethal.
No, we
Yeah.
have 40 seconds. We
No,
can
he
keep
just said we have to move on because of the cuck comment you just made.
going. Oh, just no, it's fine.
Is this gonna get
Spaceships
bleeped?
are cool.
I think Owen's not even recording us and he probably is gonna delete.
Come on.
Spaceships are really cool. I think we should try to go to Mars.
Do you think SpaceX should be the ones to do it?
No.
No.
No, because they crash every time.
Because
Yeah.
people who can't do anything, and then they don't even do the thing I want them to do.
Yeah.
I don't care.
I think what I worry about the most is if Elon gets to Mars first, does he own it?
He's not getting it.
Dude, he's
Oh,
probably
then-
gonna.
okay.
He
but,
can't
like,
make a
he's-
truck that doesn't
he's-
spontaneously combust on a highway for
That's
5
happened one
days.
time.
That's happened multiple times.
That's true,
Name
but like
3.
he's also like SpaceX is one of the most advanced private space companies we have right now.
There shouldn't be a private space
Yeah.
company.
Well, technically NASA, I'm pretty sure NASA is
But
technically
NASA's a
considered
bunch of like
private.
geniuses,
But
and
NASA
they're
doesn't
like
even send spaceships up anymore.
put in their back, and they're like,
They stopped doing that.
Yeah.
They landed on the moon once and like, all right, yeah, that's
All
our
right.
peak.
totally
That's our
untrue.
peak. That's our
All
peak.
right, this conversation
Totally
is
untrue.
out of
They
this
didn't land on the
world.
moon?
Hey.
Wait, you said they didn't land on the moon?
Oh my.
No, they didn't do it one time.
Dean's a
Okay, so
conspiracy
so
theorist.
we're gonna move on to the next topic,
Oh.
which is the announcement of the 4-part biopic about the Beatles. Do you guys know who the Beatles are?
No.
No.
Slightly.
Oh, that's really awkward.
I'm
for this.
sorry. No. We
So they just announced the cast for it. So let's take a look at who they announced.
Baby Girl's Harris Dickinson is John Lennon.
Well, I mean, Sam at the helm, what an exciting thing to be a part of.
Gladiator 2's Paul Mescal is Paul McCartney.
An incredible story to be attached to, and dream come true.
Stranger Things star Joseph Quinn is George Harrison. And Barry Keoghan is Ringo Starr.
I think it's great, and I believe he's somewhere taking drum lessons. And I hope not too many.
The movie, confirmed at CinemaCon, makes history as the first theatrical binge-watching experience.
Okay.
Do we like the cast?
No.
Boring.
Do we enjoy the fact that it's probably going to be, what, 4 2-hour movies about the stories of them coming together?
I didn't enjoy a single thing about any of that.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to lie.
We're done with the Beatles.
You're done with the Beatles.
We are done with the Beatles.
The
We were done
Beatles
with the
are
90s. Now we're done with the Beatles.
We are not done.
Also, they had like a...
We're done with the 90s. We're done with Jordan. We're done with
I'm not with him.
LeBron!
They had like a whole documentary on Disney Plus.
They did.
About the Beatles.
Yeah.
That was like actually pretty good.
Well,
And
it was
now-
them creating an album.
Yeah. But it was like good and entertaining, and now we're coming out with this shit.
This is just the overarching umbrella of not having an original thought. They're like,
Yeah.
who's someone I can bring up
How do we get
at the most random
let's
time?
get-
Also
let's guy
has
that
been
plays,
movies already about the Beatles forming.
Let's get Barry Keoghan
Like it's
in
been
something
done,
else.
but now they're saying this is the first binge-worthy like movie event you could go to
Until
because
I
you
don't
can
binge
binge
it.
the 4 of them.
Lord of the Rings.
But but it's like
movie you can go to.
I'm pretty sure
like, in
it's going to be
theaters.
like
So it's going to take 10 years.
I'm not even gonna lie. If somebody
It's
was
an
like,
entire
"Hey,
day
you want to
event.
go to the
Wanna
Beatles
go to the
biopic?"
four-
I'll be like, "No, that sounds like torture."
Unless they're like the
wanna go
30
to the
minutes
8
each.
hour long.
Huh?
unless they're like 30 minutes each.
Then that's like no.
That's
music-
still too long.
Music biopics
That's
are becoming
20
the new Disney live action.
Yeah, they are.
No, that is the truth.
They're just
But,
doing
like-
it for everyone.
But like the Queen one was good.
Queen one was
the
good.
Queen one, this one, the no one.
We have Elvis.
See
Elvis-
Kind
see
of
where
mid.
we're-
Kind of mid.
Elvis.
I liked it because I felt like it had a really artistic style to it, and it
Yeah.
wasn't just like photos or like no, that's a documentary. But it wasn't just like someone being like, "Hey, I'm Elvis." Like it was very like, you know.
Did you like the Freddie Mercury one, the Queen one?
I liked that one a
Yeah.
lot.
Did you like the Elton John one?
The Elton John one.
See, the
I
Elton John one was
love the
very
Elton John one.
theatrical, which I liked.
Yeah.
I thought
so
it was
was the
fun.
Queen one.
I love.
Yes, exactly.
I
Yeah.
love
so was the
Rocket
Elvis
Man
one.
a lot.
And I feel like this one isn't going to be theatrical because it focuses on like them separately.
I just think it's
And then
it's
them
going to be
joining.
overhyped.
Oh,
It's going
Like,
to be
it's not
overhyped.
like-
4 parts.
You know what else is overhyped?
What?
The Beatles.
Hey,
Hey,
Jude.
I said it.
You don't fuck with that?
I said it.
Okay, I'm getting told they want to move on to the surprise clip. So,
Okay.
do you know that in Switzerland, you can hire a company to have a clown scare someone? As far back as 2016, police in, don't know how to say that town, had to warn the scary clowns that they could face charges following a number of reported incidents. So it got bad. It got that bad in Sweden.
Oh my God.
An 8-year-old boy
bad.
leaped off a balcony to
shit.
escape a man who showed up at a door at his house. So let's take a look at the video. I don't know if that's going to be the point, jumping off the balcony.
I hope to God it is.
Look for the live leak.
Let's
I really
let's
hope
roll.
There is no way this is legal, and people are just finding out about it. If you've ever thought about scaring one of your friends in a really, really bad way, well, you can do that in Switzerland. Now, this doesn't sound real, but it genuinely is. You can hire a clown in Switzerland to basically do this. You can get a clown to torment your friends for a week or even a month, basically hiring a bloke to dress up, go around scaring your mates, literally laying traps, and just luring them into places, terrifying the life out of them, which, how the hell is this legal? And it can go pretty damn far. Apparently it's quite a known thing, and if the clown gets caught, then the person who caught them gets to basically pie them in the face. You can actually find websites online that literally say clowns available for hire for weddings, parties, or tormenting your mates. Go through, select who you'd like. This bloke, he looks pretty decent. Let's, give him on board. But honestly, how much does this cost? If anybody knows, please tell me, because what the hell? And I just genuinely can't believe this is real.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Okay. America did this better.
No, I know.
America, do you remember a few years
Yes,
ago?
Yes.
When,
What was it, like 2018,
Yeah,
2019?
have more
No,
presents.
2016.
There'd just be clowns. There'd just be clowns, like actually creeping people out.
Yeah,
Like
actually, and you didn't know who they were. They were not hired. They were just like people.
Doing it for the love of the game.
So, and then we got Britain messing stuff
Sweden.
up. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. The guy was British.
Yeah.
The guy that took up 90% of the screen. I couldn't watch the video.
I'm so sick of that.
Yeah.
I'm so sick of that.
They're like, guys, look at this video.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Look at this video.
Yeah, America
Let
did
me
it better.
dip out for 2 seconds and reel you back in.
I saw one time where like a guy was like driving in his car in like a cornfield, something really creepy. He turns the corner. There's a clown like standing in the road, and the clown just starts walking towards the car. That's way creepier than a clown pulling around the corner with a leaf blower.
I remember in my town there was a video got sent around because there were kids, because we had like in the center of town we had like these basketball courts, and there was a clown standing there with like a baseball bat, just like standing in the middle of the basketball courts where usually like little kids go and like play basketball, and people like took videos of it, and it was at like dusk, like it wasn't nighttime yet, the sun just set, it was right at that like dusk hour. Shit was scary. Sorry I swore, but like.
Sweden, if you think you can out America in terms of random acts of violence, you're gonna get beat through and through. We have people who kill people for no reason.
Hey, the clown craze in America wasn't violent.
It was not violent. It'd get
Well, I
violent on
don't
my
think
end.
this
Hit
is
the boots
violent.
with my
I just
car.
think it traumatizes. I think that 8-year-old boy that jumped off the balcony.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
I'm assuming he was traumatized and was like, I have to run away, and he fell.
I think we need to traumatize more children.
No.
Oh.
Yeah, because I just want to say it's really funny to watch children in like.
Like jump off balconies?
No. But it's funny to watch children like cry. Like especially in movies.
It's just the wrong time to mention
No,
it.
I wouldn't say
I
that.
understand.
What do you mean?
He jumped off a balcony.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
We
because
said
like
it
the
like
guy,
4
the clown
Is
was
he
at
okay?
his door.
Is he okay?
He died.
Oh, he died?
He died? I'm pretty sure he died.
I would have known if that guy got out of the way of that fucking article.
Okay,
bro.
Owen's telling me to
Oh my
wrap it
God.
up.
Yeah.
Owen. Oh, Lord,
In
Owen.
Nosferatu, when he killed the 2 kids.
You enjoyed it?
No, I just thought it was funny.
Do you enjoy watching kids?
I thought it was funny.
Okay.
Because they were like those like stupid British kids.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, they're British, so it's kind of valid.
No.
Yeah. It's a movie, Dean.
Okay, well, this kid died.
Yeah, we're
IRL.
it's just the wrong time.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna wrap up the show. I didn't even write an outro. So thank you for watching 20-somethings, a show by 20-somethings for 20-somethings. I was joined here today with these great people in Scott.
Get his ass.
Hey.
Thank you for
Game
joining me
recognized.
tonight, and I hope you guys tune in for the next episode.